Right, welcome classic rock fans to an unboxing, or an unboxing of sorts really, because it's kind of already unboxed. And that's Kiss's deluxe version of Love Gun, which has been out a while, I admit, but I've kind of just bought it because I'm in a kind of a Kiss frame of mind at the moment. You've probably noticed. So yeah, we have the deluxe edition, which comes nice, faithfully reproduced, lovely sleeve, and booklets and stuff like that. But let's talk about it, go from the beginning. Obviously we get the iconic sleeve, which is you know, obviously part of their 70s persona was that kind of cartoony type look, superhero look, with women baying at Simmons or the Kiss's feet, which is not an exaggeration if Simmons' biography is to be believed. In fact, interesting, in the latest issue of Classic Rock, Rush toured with Kiss in '75, and the guys of Rush felt Simmons' obsession with banging every groupie that came his way to be a little bit irksome, I think. Didn't actually use that word, but that's my own input. Anyway, we get the lovely cartoony type sleeve, beautifully reproduced. And it's interesting, the Love Gun costumes are actually reprised, recreated for the '96 reunion tour, which was quite interesting. Obviously you've got the Kissology DVDs, you've got a couple of gigs from that time anyway, so you can see that for yourself. Which opens up nicely, the first disc. I don't know if you can make that out, but it's actually embossed. Oops, sorry. I don't know if you can make that under light, but it's actually embossed. You see the Love Gun on there. And we get a picture of Stanley circa the Love Gun era. Put that back there. That obviously is a reproduction of the inside sleeve. I think the original issues of Love Gun actually came with like an actual gun thing anyway, but this doesn't come with that. But I think this is about the time they were putting the blood into the ink for the comics as well, so perhaps that's a kind of a nod and a wink to that. Of course, this opens up to reveal Peter Criss behind the drums. And again we get the next CD, which again is embossed with the Love Gun cover, and a picture of Frehley and Simmons, again circa the sort of Love Gun era, with Frehley playing his famous Gibson Les Paul. Now for a real task, you want to get the booklet out, which is no easy thing with these things. Well, let's put this aside. I want to talk about the back cover a little bit. The track listing, I don't know if you can see that, obviously you've got the whole album, all remastered of course, and Simmons' bass sounds quite pronounced. It's a nice, sonically it's very pleasing. The full track listing, and then the bonus stuff is great. I mean, the Love Gun teaching demo is probably something you'll only listen to ever once, I think, and the same with the Simmons interview. But it's nice to have this stuff. I mean, the live stuff is nice. Shock Me, Christine 16, Love Gun, Christine 16. It's rather dubious obsession with a schoolgirl. I don't know if you get away with that now. Much Too Soon, demo for a song called Much Too Soon. What a fantastic song that is. It's a great song. Why couldn't they have put that on the album and dropped Then She Kissed Me? Just my opinion, of course. But there you go. I think they should have replaced, because then She Kissed Me feels a bit like filler to me. It should have been like a B-side or something like that. Anyway, that's the box. Let's look at the actual booklet itself. Here we have the booklet again with the reproduction of the actual sleeve, which opens up nicely to the essay by Joe Elliott, obviously from Def Leppard, because obviously Def Leppard supported Kiss in the States recently, although they didn't bring it to the UK, did they? There we go. I've got more stuff about the making of the album. A picture of Stanley circa the Love Gun era. There's the Coxer himself, Mr. Simmons, and interesting pictures about a Christine 16 original single. Interesting, I read about I Stole Your Love, where the actual riff was kind of copied from Deep Purple's Burn. I thought that was quite an interesting bit of information. Again, it's a nice package, I suppose, and it sounds great. And this is all stuff which is really interesting about the actual cover and what they originally wanted to go for. They went for a cover that was a lot less menacing, I think, than the one they originally, the artist had envisaged. Again, all pictures from the Love Gun tour and information on the album. Quite a nice picture, I think. Of course, they did their first, I think they did their first tour of Japan on the Love Gun tour. And there's some nice pictures, obviously, from that tour. Obviously, we know a picture's very similar to that in the middle of the Alive 2 album. And there we go, and there's the back, and there's the artwork that I think was rejected. I think in this case they made the right choice, but I think in Destroy I prefer the resurrected artwork. But there we go, thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe by all means, and most of all, please keep listening.